don't know where my phone is. That's why I'm looking puzzled right now. We had a really good scrimmage in regard to getting a lot of work in, practicing in the heat again. I do want to say Sanford Stadium looks beautiful. The grass is in tremendous shape. Probably the best I can ever remember seeing it. It was just fun to be in there. I think our players enjoy going in the stadium and hooking it up. We got a lot of kicking in, like we had mentioned we were going to do. I thought we made some ground up there. As a matter of fact, the last couple of days, our kicking teams have gotten better and better. We've got a lot of young guys on those teams, and just learning the technique and just how to practice like a major college football player. And so we've got a lot of young guys in second team positions right now that are really capable guys that just need to continue to learn exactly how to do things and exactly what to do. But they might start bumping some people out of the box if they keep coming on in that regard. You'll probably ask about quarterbacks. We did rotate them all again. They all got some reps with the ones and the twos and the threes. I will give you some stats. Nick Robinson with the threes went 4 for 4. That's it. No more stats. But anyway, Nick did a good job. And, first couple drives, offense could not get it in the end zone. And then the third time around, the third rack, I think the offense, one scored. I think the two scored as well. Short yardage, offense did a really nice job. Third medium, third and long, it looked like the defense got the best of that drill. When we put the ball on in the red zone, offense found a way to get it in the end zone. And then had a couple two-point plays. I don't remember exactly. I think that was about a wash, but I'm not exactly sure on that. But those are some of the situations that we hit. We hit a 1-minute drill, a before the half type situation. The defense, I think, knocked them out both times. One was 3 and out. I think the other one was, they might have got to midfield, started on the -30. So the defense did a good job in the 1-minute drill. So with that, I'll let y'all ask any questions you want to ask.
Based on the all three quarterbacks getting reps this time, from what you saw, do you see cutting that to 2 guys based on what you saw it out?
I really don't know. I mean, I'm walking away from the practice. I feel like I know less about what to do than going in. That's just my first impression of that. I will, we will watch the film. We'll make a determination. Obviously, we've had, I guess, 17 practices, 18. I don't know how many we've had. So there's a lot of things to start making some judgments by, how they performed to this point. So is it time for racking them right now? I don't know, but we'll watch the film, and Coach Schottenheimer and I will have a nice discussion on what we think the next course of action is, and we'll just see.
Has it been frustrating in a sense that it hasn't? You say you haven't come to a clear decision. Is it frustrating from your
Well, a little bit. I mean, I'd like to know and have peace. I mean, I'm waiting for some peace. I mean, when I make big decisions and I have a little time to make it, my goal is to, I like to pray about it. I like to think about it, and then I like to have some peace that, hey, this is the right thing to do, and I don't have that peace right now. So it's I'm a pretty patient guy, but it's starting to, the clock's ticking.
You've had a lot of big decisions over your career as coach. How does this one stack up as far?
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one, and a lot of times I got a feeling it's going to play out on the field in games. It might be that the first guy that goes in plays his tail off, and we have peace then. It may be that doesn't happen, and maybe we should let another guy have a chance. And I've always said, if there's a big gap between the number 1 guy and the 2 guy, there's probably a little more grace for that 1 guy. But if it's like this, and the guy who starts out, if he struggles mightily, maybe you make a change. But I've not been a guy. I've never been a quick trigger, pull a guy out of a game kind of coach because I've played the position and I've just seen guys working through things that they have to work through. It's just part of the process of becoming a quarterback. And so my goal is not to be, a quick trigger by any means, but we'll be watching every play and observing how things are going, and who knows how it's going to end.
I mean, this is a little bit of a leading question, but is it harder and harder to foresee there being a number one? This is definitely the guy for the starter.
Well, we're gonna have. I mean, is there a chance that we have two guys that rotate some reps? There's a chance that we decide that. I don't know if we will. I'd rather not do that. But if that's what if we're just stumped and we don't know, we're like, all right, let's play some ball and just see what happens out there on the field. We did it in 2001 with Green and Corey Phillips, and Green played exceptionally well that day, and that really solidified his starting position at the time.
How was the rest of the offense able to block out the quarterback battle, so to speak, and focus on?
I don't think they're thinking about that. I really don't. I think they're just used to everybody kind of rolling in and out of there. I think they know they got to work on their own assignments and things that are important for them to have success at their position. And I don't think there's a click over here saying, man, it needs to be him or it needs to be him. I think if you gut level asked each one of them, they might have I think it would be a broad opinion of who they think should be the guy.
At least through their performances in camp, is it reminiscent to Corey and Green in 2001?
I can't remember that far back, but well, it was a situation where we weren't sure. We just weren't sure, and right this minute, I'm not sure. Coach Shoddy may feel different, and we may feel different after watching tape today too. But I'm sure they're in there right now getting started, so let's hurry.
What's the level of the quarterback play? How are they performing?
I think guys are having their moments, and then both ways. I wouldn't say anyone's ever been horrible by any means, but we want consistent decision making, wise decisions. We want accurate passing, and reacting to adversity in a positive way. And there's been a lot of really great things that have happened for all of them. There's been some things that were like, that'll get us beat, son. So it's just been enough of both that I haven't seen a clear front runner yet.
Have you decided how you're going to tell them and how you're going to tell us?
No. We'll figure that out.
What about some standouts beside the quarterback position on the scrimmage?
Bless you. I'll say this. Starting with the running backs, I mean, Chubb did get about 13 carries, did a nice job. Sony, I mean, they all Sony had good reps, and Keith and Brendan, they all got quality reps. A.J. Turman ran the ball well with the 3-unit. I thought the backs did a pretty good job. As far as the tight ends and receivers, it's kind of a blur to me without having the official stats to help me. But I know Malcolm made a couple nice plays in there. Defensively, whoever was rushing with the number 2, whoever was the edge rushers with the number 2 unit was having a good day. We're struggling there protecting.
Lorenzo again.
There was a few guys in there. I think it was more of. I think I saw more of Bellamy in that spot today. But again, it's so many plays and so many situations. You really got to go back and watch the film to catch it all. And I'm more worried about the scrimmage going well, directing officials where the ball needs to be spotted, and making sure that everybody's where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. So again, I'll learn a lot more watching the tape.
How did Isaiah Wynn look with the one to tackle? You mentioned you wanted to give him some.
You know what? I didn't just stare at him the whole time. You know, when I watch a scrimmage, I try to think like a quarterback. I spend a lot of time in the quarterback meeting room, and you know, if I know what the play is, I'm thinking in my mind, what's this coverage? I'm thinking, what protection should we be in? I'm thinking, what his read should be. I'm kind of watching the game from a quarterback perspective, so I'm not really staring at the rush or staring at that kind of thing. So it's just a habit that I've had for years, and also because there's a big decision to be made, I've been focusing more on that.
Anything major happen injury-wise out there? You guys?
Nothing major. You know, I'm not going to say anything as far as names on anything yet, but we had nothing that would be like, oh my goodness, there's a long-term situation happening right here.
Do you have anybody that you know is not going to be available?
For game one? Well, name names of guys that you want to ask about, and I'll do my best.
Christian Payne, Justin Scott-West.
Christian would be probably not game one. You know, maybe hopefully game two. Be my guess. Who else do you say?
Justin Scott-West.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll see Justin for a while, if at all. Kimbrough, I think, will be ready real soon. He should be ready for game one.
Reggie Carter.
Reggie should be ready. Isaiah McKenzie should be ready. He's probably pretty close right now. Last question.
You mentioned that you guys felt like you had some depth, some guys in that second unit that were very close to breaking through. How would you compare the depth this year to previous years?
There's a lot of talented guys, but a lot of inexperienced talented guys. It's true on our offense and defense. It's true on our special teams. But you can see, we use the term, these guys are flashing. Meaning you'll see a flash of, wow, this guy's going to be pretty good one day. But then you see him also be a freshman, whether it's fatigue, learning how to practice the way we practice, or just mental errors or whatever it may be. They're just not polished yet, but they're talented, and I'm excited about that bunch of young players we brought in. Okay.
Thank you.